Hello and welcome back to the Artisan of Grimace, on our way to fully restore the Gemini and Deltas window. Now, where are the remaining puzzles? There's one, up here, on this island. Two rules, Delta and Gemini. The regions touching a Delta must be different shapes and the regions touching a Gemini must be the same shape. Can't see a break-in, so for now let's just mark the endpoints and see what comes from there. Some of you need to grow. I got something. The blue ones. They are part of a Gemini, but if they grow, they run into this data and would be simultaneously the same and different. So that's not possible. So the blues are single. The same is true for this Gemini. If it would go to here, then this data is the same and different at the same time. The delta yellow needs to go to here. The same for these two delta. These Gemini are at least two. You can't go to here, or you would be same and different simultaneously. You becoming a C seems to be fine. This one here needs to be at least a 2, because if it would be a 1, this is a 1 and these are both domino, but they need to be different. It can be better, because no matter where this one joins, it's at least a 3. Now, this 3 always overlaps with this one. And this Gemini needs to reflect the growth. And you must stop here, because otherwise there's the problem with the simultaneous Gemini delta again. This is a single and the delta makes this a domino. Delta Gemini in this one, so you can't go to here. You can join Gemini Delta again. The golden. Okay, onto the challenge 6. Shaping. All regions must be one of these shapes. A small square, a rectangle or a big square. And Gemini Delta. The small square is common in every one of these shapes, so every corner of the grid must be at least that part. Same is true for corners made from barriers. Four would be too wide, so you're two different ones. Here's a one tail gap, so you need to join to here. And you can't become the big square because then this would run into this here. This Gemini. So you remain a rectangle. Same for you, you are also a rectangle now. That created a new corner here. The Gemini and Delta need to be different on this side. Which gives two more corners. 4 is too wide. And Gemini Delta here, so you're different and you join to here. These Gemini are reflected to here. You can't become the big square, so you're rectangles. New corner. 4 wide. You're different from a rectangle and too small to become the big square, so you're the small square, which means you're also the small square. You could be you're different from small and rectangle, so you must be the big square. New corner. You're cased in. New corner here and Gemini Delta there. Repeat. Here's a one tail gap. You can't become big. Mouse here. Here's a new corner. 4 wide. You're not a rectangle or a big square, so you're small. Also, you're Gemini of a small square. Now here's a new corner, and here Gemini Delta need to be separated here. This needs to join downward. You can't go any further, so you're small squares. And you are decided by this Gemini. Fill in the corners. You can go either way. Here's another corner, which fixes the orientation of this rectangle Gemini. One tail gap. You can't be a rectangle. new corner. Und ja, also is this a or its own small square, or it is pushed up by this rectangle? Probably this one, because otherwise this here would be ambiguous if this would be a small square. Here's a corner. Which created a corner here. You can't go to here, or it would leave a one-tile gap. These here need to be at least 2 high and leave a one-tile gap here, so they come to the bottom row. You can't be a rectangle, so you take these two, because you can't join to this one. This could be the same as this here. Oh, here the rectangle Gemini can't go down anymore. Which made a new corner here. Here's the one-tile gap. You here can't be a rectangle, so you must be a big square, and you run into this purple. Which now means you need a partner. And you need a partner. And the one-tile gap makes it big. So you're small and you're the rectangle. Now here's a one-tile gap. And it can't become big, so needs to stay a rectangle. Now this is a corner and not a rectangle, so you need to come down. Let's prophesize this is a rectangle. And that's a puzzle. +1. Let me check how many I had in my other save. Okay, it was +2, so in this region there must be at least one more puzzle. No, got the one on this island? Is there something below this main island? Behind here looks like a good spot, but no. Oh, there it is, inside this well. Interesting shades, an incomplete ring and a music note. And Gemini Delta. There's only 2 shapes, so one of you must be the ring. And this barrier is equivalent to this point. So also the ring goes around to here, or it goes around to here, and these are always hit. These are the other shape. These 2 cells always join, because either the ring comes here or the music note takes it. So these Gemini Delta need to be separated here. The ring has no endpoint on a for long, so this must be the music note. And it reflects to this Gemini. Didn't you see these 2? Okay. So, +2 now. There's probably no more puzzles around here, or they're very well hidden. So, in the next part, we go into the next region. Thank you for watching.